Welcome to Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking. Today I'll be making Southern Boyz Outdoors Jambalaya. Let's get started. Okay, this is my ingredients I'll be using today in my jambalaya. It'd be Richard's Crazy Cajun green onion smoked sausage, about a half a box. And I'll be using 2 packs of chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. I'll be using Southern Boyz Jambalaya Mix, 2 packs. And I'll also be using Swanson chicken broth. Be using 5 cups of that, as well as the Uncle Steve's Shake, the original flavor. Awesome shake. Gonna give good flavor to my jambalaya. Let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna start now with chopping my sausage on my chopping board. What I'm gonna do is the fast way to chop this sausage is to do it like this. Don't do it like single, it'll take you all day long. So what I do is I just start it kind of evenly, and then I just cut average size thickness slices, like so. Now I washed my hands before this, so my hands are good and clean. That's why I'm not wearing any gloves. Trying to cut pretty evenly all the way across. This sausage right here, it's got a pretty good flavor to it. I usually use Savoys, but being from a local small town, you're kind of limited to only certain brands they carry. It's not like a Walmart or a Rouse's or Kroger's or anything like that that carries several different brands. Also, I've also used Rabbidoo's before, which is good because it's sometimes has a venison mixture in it. That's a real good sausage. So, but what I do is I just chopping up my sausage like so, and good and evenly, pretty evenly sliced. Not big chunks, but not real paper thin either. So there's my sausage. Be back in a minute to cut my chicken up. Okay, I'm back with my chicken. Washed my hands. Washed my knife off using the same knife, but I washed it so I avoid cross-contamination. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my bone just like this, grab a hold of it, and I'm gonna cut this out best way I can. Should be fairly easy. Just one bone, thank God. And just gonna cut it out real good. Trying to salvage as much meat as possible. Now it's out. I'm trying to cut some of this skin off, but if I can't, it's not gonna really hurt anything. Kind of get in here, kind of cut it off best way I can. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. Oh, shoot. A little easier than I thought. Let's see. All right. Cut this off a little bit. There's a little bit of fat off. Well, I'll just leave that on. So now what I've got is I've got my boneless, skinless chicken thigh. I'm gonna turn the camera off, do the rest of these. See y'all in a minute. Okay, folks, I'm now got my wok heating up. It's fixing to be heated up, ready to put my sausage in to brown it. That'll be the first step in my jambalaya prep. I'd like to give a shout out to my in-laws, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, for getting this wok for me for Christmas. I've been dying to use it since Christmas Eve, and this will be the first day I use it. I'm all excited. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Well, let me go ahead and get the sausage on, and let's see. Go ahead and get it going. Get it where it's browning. And just what we're gonna do is just let it brown real good, and then we'll take it out, put it back in a bowl, and then put our chicken in, let it brown, and then go from there. I'm cooking inside today because we're supposed to be having real bad weather. This is the first storm wave of 3 that we're gonna have in the next week. This one's gonna bring a lot of rain and start of cooler weather. And then we're gonna have another one in a couple of days. It's gonna bring little cooler weather. And then next Monday, we're gonna have one that comes in that's gonna bring an Arctic blast. And they're saying that we're possibly going to have ice and treacherous driving conditions. So I decided today I'm just going to cook inside. I like to barbecue outside better or cook outside better because I don't have the mess in the house that I normally do when cooking like this. But you got to do what you got to do. So I'm just glad that we still have electricity. Because the electric company we have, which I'm not naming any names, every time a bird gets crossed on the wire, or we'll have a major storm after a while, and then right after the storm, when everything gets better, the lights will go out. So that's usually how it does. But so far so good. It's only flickered 1 or 2 times. I'm here, I live in southwest Louisiana, about 30 miles north of Lake Charles, and saw a while ago that they've already reported storm damage in Hackberry, which is about roughly, don't quote me, 15-20 miles south of Lake Charles. So the first part of it is already hit Hackberry with a pretty good strong force. So we're supposed to be getting our worst part around 5 o'clock this evening. So I'm just hopefully by that time I'll have this good and cooked and everything, and be eating and getting ready for the bad line that we're gonna get. So, but I'm just like I said, I'm just hitting here browning this sausage. Gonna brown it somewhat pretty good, and then I'll remove it and then put my chicken in, and I'll brown it, and like I said, we'll go from there. So see you in a bit. Okay folks, I'm gonna take my sausage out now. I've got it about where I want it. Next thing I'm gonna do is put the chicken on. I love this wok, man. It's got plenty of room. It's real deep. Good piece of cookware by Lodge. Wish I was sponsored by Lodge, but I'm not. Also forgot to mention that I did put a little bit of cooking oil on the bottom of this wok, which probably not really necessary, but it kind of keeps it from not sticking. So I went ahead and did that. And the only bad thing about this wok is kind of hard to see over because I'm so short, but that's okay. It'll work. Okay, that's my sausage. Now, I'm gonna add my chicken. Do the same thing to it. Now, what I've got to mention, which I did tell you that it had a bone in it and it did have skin on it. I went ahead off camera, which I think I did mention this on camera. If I did, I'm sorry. I went ahead and cut all the bones out of it, and I took as much skin off as possible. And I tell you what, that's no easy chore. I'm thinking maybe next time I'll just let the bone come out of it as I cook it, and it tenderizes after cooking it. So that's or during me cooking it. So anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Let this be browning. It's gonna be good and browned. And I tell you what, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier when you don't have to take the bone out of it and the skin off of it, like saying in a gumbo, where most people they just if they put a whole chicken in there and they just leave bone and all, and they either pull it back out and just remove the bones, or they just remove the bones as it's cooking, or they leave the bones in there for flavor. My in-laws do that a lot. They put the chicken in there whole and then remove the bones, and sometimes they just leave the bones in there for flavors, depending on how they want to cook it that day. But this is going to take a little while to brown, so I'm going to have the camera on the cook the whole time I'm browning this chicken. But let me see a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my Uncle Steve's. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to get my Uncle Steve's off the counter. We'll go ahead and put a little bit of this in there just to season up the chicken real good as I'm browning it. Kind of help it kind of cook in. The jambalaya mix has a lot of seasoning in it, so I won't have to add a lot. But I was just anxious to see how this Uncle Steve's original is going to taste in my jambalaya, because I tell you what, I'm a big fan of Uncle Steve's chicken. Rubs, because they are awesome on the grill, in the pot, on the griddle, wherever you're cooking. They are real good. They are real good. They're seasoned perfectly. They're not too salty. They even also have a dessert shake. They said that's even good on ice cream. So I'm going to be experimenting with some of that and everything in the future. But right now I'm just getting this good and trying to get this good and browned and stuff. Well, I love this roux spoon. It's got that cut off tip on it. Boy, that's an awesome spoon, man. It's good for scraping the drippings off the bottom of the pot. Man, talk about add some flavor to any dish you're cooking. It's awesome. Anyway, all right, well, I'm going to turn off the camera a little bit, let this go ahead and be cooking, because it's going to take a little while to brown, and see you in a bit. Okay, folks, due to the magic of time, I'm back. Got my camera back going again. Now I have my chicken and my sausage out. I had to switch pots because I'm gonna have to put the meat and the sausage back in, add 5 cups of chicken broth, and bring to a boil. And then once that's to a boil, then I gotta put my seasoning mix in, my jambalaya seasoning mix, and it requires that you cover it. So I don't have a lid for my wok, so I had to change pots. So that's why you see a different pot now. But anyway, let's get started. We're gonna put this back in. This is the chicken. It's been good and browned. Sausage is back in. Got them out of the way. I usually clean up as I go along, but with these YouTube videos, I've fallen out of habit, but nah, it ain't no big deal. So anyway, I'm gonna start with the first 4 cups. Excuse me, somebody calling, sorry about that. And then I'm gonna add an additional cup. That will make 5 cups. I'm going to put it on medium heat, leave it uncovered, and bring it back to a boil. Once I bring it back to a boil, I will add 2 of these packs of Southern Boyz Jambalaya mix. They each call for 2.5 cups of water or 2.5 cups of chicken broth. Well, I'm doubling the recipe, so 2.5 plus 2.5 equals 5 cups. So I'll be putting these in once my water gets back to a boil with my meat in it, and then we'll go from there. See you in a little bit. Okay, we got everything back to a boil. Like I said earlier, now we add our jambalaya mix by Southern Boyz Outdoors. Put that on there. Boy, I tell you what, these scissors could be better. These things will make you want to cuss. Okay. Go ahead and put this in here. Now, this has all the seasoning in it. It has the peppers, onions, anything, celery, anything that would be normally added in is in this already, and it's dehydrated, so it's all in there. So I didn't add any onions or anything to this, or any pick sweet seasoning blend or anything. That's bad when the scissors is dull, and on the back side they cut better than they do on the sharp side. Anyway, let me go ahead and put this in. Alrighty. Now, got this in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir it real good, kind of blend it all together. That way it gets all in there and starts to evenly cook. There we go. It's gonna be some good eating. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it down to low. I'm gonna cover it for 25 minutes. Then, once that is done, it's been cooked for 25 minutes covered, then I'm gonna cut the heat off completely and let it sit for 10 to 15 more minutes and let all the juice be sucked up by the rice, and we'll be ready to eat. See you in a little while. Okay, it's been 25 minutes since we covered it, let it cook. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it off the heat. We had it on low. We're gonna move it off the heat, and now we're gonna let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Letting everything settle back down, everything. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a big stir. Oh, it's looking good. I love this jambalaya mix. It has everything in it, rice and everything. And boy, it's just like real easy to cook. And where you purchase this is at southernboysoutdoors.com. And let me show you that on the package here. See if it'll come in focus in the camera. It's called southernboysoutdoors.com. And that's Southern. And Boyz is spelled with a B-O-Y-Z instead of B-O-Y-S. It's spelled B-O-Y-Z as in zebra. So, okay, we're gonna let this sit 15 minutes, do a taste test. See you then. Okay, folks, we got us some garlic bread going in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. And we got that set at 425 degrees, 5 to 7 minutes. That'll be ready. Go along with that good jambalaya. See you in a minute. Okay guys, it's time for the taste test. We got some Southern Boyz Outdoors jambalaya. Been cooking good part of the day. Got some garlic bread, fresh from the oven. 425 for 5 to 7 minutes. Good eating here. I was also going to tell you, remind you again, Southern Boyz Outdoors jambalaya mix. They've got a place in Hammond, Louisiana, I believe it is. And they got an outdoor store. They sell deer feeders, cameras, anything you would imagine hunting, outdoors, fishing. Owners are John Bankston, Kenny Bankston, and Tanya Bankston. Go check them out. Go visit them. Go buy some stuff, man, especially the seasoning. They got crab boil seasoning. They got all kinds of stuff over there. And tell them Robert Jones with Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking sent you. Also, check out the Uncle Steve's Shake it all over everything. It is awesome. It's the original. It has got just the right amount of heat. Not a whole lot. Not overbearing. Not really salty at all. Tastes real good. Tastes real good. You can purchase this at UncleStevesShake.com. Tell them Robert Jones with Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking sent you. He'd be more apt to hook you up, and he'll get you fixed up, man, with anything you need. He has some awesome seasonings, real good seasonings. But anyway, it's time for the taste test. Let's try it out, see what it tastes like. Got just the right amount of spices, not too hot. The right amount of pepper, salt, garlic taste to it. And I didn't even add any garlic to it. It's got it in this seasoning, and it's just the right amount for this dish. Awesome. Got me some tea to go with it. The links to this is www.southernboyz, that's B-O-Y-Z, not B-O-Y-S. And I'll have the link in my description of my channel. And like I said again, this is Uncle Steve's at UncleStevesShake.com. I also have that link in the description of my channel. And also I'll have hashtag Uncle Steve Shake. And you can check out some other videos that carry his seasoning in it, and tell you what different varieties they use. Till then, thanks for watching. Have a good day. We're fixing to get a bad thunderstorm, so I'm going to hurry up and eat, get everything secure out on the back patio, and hunker down. It's going to be real rough tonight, so down here in Southwest Louisiana. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. This is good, boy. See y'all later.